Dioses y diosas en ascenso, grand rising gods and goddesses. We are on the 48th saga of Intimate with TomBoi. I'm gonna do a couple shout outs right now. I want to shout out Galeta Azuka Chuleta. Alright, Sugar Cookie Bay, this is your shout out. And I also want to shout out the beautiful Reina, aka Queen. Alright, I want to shout y'all out. Alright, but I'm gonna jump into the subject of the matter. So basically, I want to talk about how being nice is a curse and it can make you a weirdo and sometimes an outcast. We are in a time where a lot of people operate from low level energy. And so there's only a few of us that operate in higher energy. And I know somebody's going to be like, well, I'm one of them few. Allegedly, you are one of them few. Okay, this is no offense because there's some people that they say I'm one of them few and they really are them few. All right, but this is the thing. Okay, I've ran into spiritual people that say they operated in high energy and they low level energy like a mud, right? I've run into so-called saved and sanctified folks that's operating in some low energy and they talk about how Christ-like they is. I don't see them all. Muslims, you name it. Hebrew Israelites, you name it. People that study Kemet, you name all of them. Alright? And so this is the thing. It makes it hard when you're dating. Oh, it makes it so hard when you're dating. Because people, you would assume that they are going to be operating in the higher self. But they are constantly in that lower self. And so they start flipping out on you. They start doing weird things. And so when you're trying to be nice, they don't understand why you are being nice. They're thinking you want something out of them on all of those things because they're so used to that. Or maybe that's because that's who they are. Like, if I'm being nice to you, I want something out of it. And most likely is I want some pussy or whatever the fuck they're trying to get up out of you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on this thing where, like, of course, now with the dating scene, a lot of times when you meet people, you might not necessarily meet them in the city that you reside in. And so I'm big on that thing where, like, okay, I want to be a friend first. I want to hang out with you like a friend. So I might say, hey, man, let's catch a flight and, I'll catch a flight to you or you can catch a flight here to Vegas and let's get together, and just have fun. This is me trying to get to know you. A lot of people might be like, that's kind of weird, but it's not that it's weird. If I was in my city and I ran into somebody and I felt like we had a certain connection and I want to get to know you, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna see you face to face. I'm gonna say, hey, let's go on a date, yada yada, and have dinner or whatever, have a good time, and then in the night we can go our separate ways, right? And so it would be the same thing as if you were across the country. Same exact thing. Right? But for the other person, they're like, nobody does this not unless they want some pussy. With me, I'm like, I don't know you. Just like you don't know me, but I'm trying to get to know you. And I want to see you in person. I want to see your mannerisms. But we're also in the age of catfishing and so forth like that. And so a lot of times, people don't want to see you because now they have to be themselves. See, on the internet, they can be who they want to be. But to actually have to be themselves, that's a whole nother story. So, they might not want you to see their demons or whatever. And you up here just genuinely being nice, so they could just be turning it into like you weird that you want to fucking go on a date with me. And it's like, if you were in my city and we met each other online, I'd be like, let's meet up at such and such. What's the fucking difference? You know what I'm saying? Of course, we would still be safe about it, even if I'm coming to your city. I'm not coming to stay at your house. I'm going to stay at a hotel. And I'll say, let's meet up here. It's your city, so you should know way more places for us to go. And so, what the problem is you're too nice. You're too genuine of a person. You're not hiding who you are. You have no problem talking about your traumas, your triggers, and all that up front. But they might not, because they might not feel comfortable, or they don't know if you're going to be accepting of them, right? And some people, like I said, if it's a catfish thing, they don't really look like how they look, or you seeing throwback shit of them, like from when they was together, and now they just look totally different. And so this is what makes being nice hard. People call you weird, they flip out on you. I got a friend that she says being nice is stupid. I don't think being nice is stupid. What the problem is, I'll say being nice is weird, because so many people have other motives when getting to know you, and a lot of them is sexual. Ultimately, somebody meets you and stuff, they want to fuck. They go off of what they see, what they look like, and I get it, but they don't want to get to know you. And it's weird when you're trying to be nice. And so when you do nice gestures, they always expecting that you want something, or it could be a situation where a person could be doing a nice gesture to you and they want something. And so being nice can become weird, because there's so many assholes, there's so many people operating in low level energy. And so for the ones of us that are operating in higher energy, we're not understanding what's so wrong about being nice, being genuine, being kind, telling the truth predominantly the majority of the time. Just being our authentic selves, and it's because the other person does not operate in being nice. They appear to be nice. You get what I'm saying? Versus you genuinely just doing it. And so it makes the dating scene difficult. It makes it so difficult. And for us that are operating in higher energy, we don't know how to approach the dating scene anymore. We're confused, because we could think like, okay, well, this person appears, they seem like this, they're checking off my checklist, but it's because they want something from you. And so when the real them shows up, now it's changing our minds about the dating scene. And everybody deserves to be able to love, freely, and it shouldn't be any issues. But we just in that time and period where being nice is weird. You don't fit in being nice. And so you gotta find somebody that's just as nice as you. And it's way harder than it is to find somebody that's off. I have this saying, some people can look at it from a biblical standpoint, some people can look at it from a spiritual standpoint. But it's something that says 1 in the family and 2 in the city. And when I say that, like, you could be the only person that's woke in your family, so you don't fit in with your family. You might be too nice for your family. Your family think you weird, they outcasted you, they call you the black sheep, they say you're off. You see what I'm saying? They want you to stay just as either as ignorant as them or in bliss. You know what I'm saying? Which is their ignorance. And so the 2 in the city, that means there's very few. It might only be one other person in the city that you can connect with. But imagine all the people you have to go to or go through to find that one person that you can ultimately connect with. That's frustrating as hell when you're a nice person. And it starts to turn you dark. It makes you want to operate in that energy. And I had to remind a friend, I said, you know what? We got to figure out how to still operate in good energy and know that we're gonna find that person, in the city. Maybe niggas gotta relocate, and hey, look, we know we good, and we just all be in the same city or same circle, whatever works. But yeah, it's a struggle, definitely. I'm not gonna beat this one up. Y'all pretty much know where I'm going with this. So, for all you elevated, nice people, we out here. We just need to get together. Alright? We can find love and friendship amongst each other. And if it's easier for us to relocate to get to that other person so we can feel that sense of family love and friendship, then if it's possible, do it. But if not, look, let's still continue to converse with each other over those phones, FaceTimes, and all that until we can come together as one. Alright? 48, y'all. This is Saga 48. Thank you for tuning in every week. I appreciate love all of y'all coming through every week and listening to me. Alright? As y'all know, I am doing the Tay in the Common story. Looking for Excitement, Chronicle 1 of the Intimate with TomBoi. Right. I want to give a shout out to my co-hosts. We adding some other people. We got no other characters. Alright? So we're adding the lovely Pretty to the stage, and of course, Ronnie, aka Rana Gamari, Shante, and myself, and of course my art dude, my brother Saint. I have to shout them out. I love them. I really do. I love them because this is possible because they are working with me, and we are on different sides of the country, and we are making this happen for y'all. So be on the lookout. It's coming. All right. I got a lot of stuff I'm doing today, but I want y'all to love each other. I want y'all to have peace. Nice people. Let's come together. Let's be weird together. Be outcasted together by, I guess they think that they're weird for being nice. All right. I want y'all to be good. Don't do too much, too crazy. It's Pride Month. It is Pride Month. All right. Let's show you that pride. Alright? Y'all be good. Have fun. Enjoy June. We in Gemini season. Them Geminis, boy. Alright? Light, love, abundance, peace, and prosperity, gods and goddesses. I just want you to chill with me for a minute, baby. I want you to see who I really am. Learn me, understand me, but baby, don't try to change me. If you want God, baby, here I am, If you need God, baby, here I am, If you want love, baby, here I am, And if you need guidance, baby, here I am. 3, 6, 9, 9 being divine. 3 times 2 equals you and me. 99 goddess, 23 kings. Feel my essence, feel my presence. Feel my life, learn lessons. Feel my hurt, feel my pain. When you see God, mention my name.